started here. As I say, we have questions sent in by you lot, so yeah, they have either been answered by myself. I think there's two that have been answered by the guy, one of the mental health experts that helps out with me on the charity work. So yeah, he'll be answering them two, and then I've answered the rest. So yeah, it's a difficult video to do, guys, as you're all aware, but at the end of the day, the reason why I do these events is because of this reason. So we'll get started now. I say, yes, Mummy, how are you? Hope you're well. I'll get started now. So yeah, guys, the first question, I'm not going to name anyone that's sent in the questions. It's just the way I do it. I've done it for a long time now. But yeah, the first question is, why did you start doing the charity events / charity work? So the reason behind me doing all this was basically I lost a very good friend of mine to the mental health disease, Ryan, as you all know. And I knew I could make a difference to kind of young people and their mental health. As I'm quite a confident person, I'm quite outspoken as well. So I think that with that, if I can come across someone local that can speak out about it, do these events, raise a bit more awareness, then that's a win-win in my eyes. The next question is, can you name a personal experience that you've gone through with mental health and how did you overcome it? I've had several in my life, not as dramatic as other people have had, but I had a couple whenever I was younger. Just you're just a standard teenage years overthinking stuff, you know, being bullied and stuff like that, and weight issues. And then I had one recently where I thought about death quite a lot. Not that it wasn't really the fact of it's hard to put into words. It wasn't the fact like scenarios of death. I didn't think that I wanted to die, if that made sense. So I just thought of situations where I was in, where if I was driving the car, I'd be like, oh shit, this car's gonna crash and blow up and I'm gonna die, or I'd be lying in bed at night and I'd think, oh, someone's gonna come into my house and kill me and kill my family. It's stuff like that. But I'd say I've had been seeing a guy about it. I've been seeing a guy about it, and apparently it's very common, but as I say, I've never had something like this before in my life, so it was quite a scary thing. But I'd say I've but 2 or 3 months now I've been talking to this person on. He is a mental health expert and all this stuff, so you know, I mean, I'm not really thinking about it as much, so it just goes to show you, if you do reach out and speak up about your issues, that it can be sorted. Yeah, that's it really. I haven't had any major ones, just the younger years been bullied and stuff, and then that recently one with the deaf one, where it did affect me for a long time. You know, on work and stuff, I wasn't myself, I wasn't sleeping at night myself, mood swings, overthinking. But I say once I reached out to someone and spoke about it, it felt as if my weight had been lifted off my shoulders. So yeah, that's all you'll probably hear this a lot in this video, but any problems, even if it seems small or large scale problems, you gotta speak up as soon as you can, because the longer you leave it, I always say it sounds like a stupid quote, but it's like leaving a piece of food on the sofa, as Poppy does all the time. But anyway, the longer you leave it there, the worse it's going to get, and the quicker you deal with it, then you can resolve the issue. But yeah, that's that one. The next one is, yes, Courtney, how are you? How did you deal with losing someone to mental health, such as suicide? I'd say this is always a tough one to talk about. That's what it always kind of makes me choke a wee bit talking about it. But I'd say these are the questions you guys sent in, you want me to answer. So, yeah, I lost my best mate whenever I was quite young to suicide. Once I heard the news, like as you well know, me and Ryan were like, well, like a rock together. But my whole world came crashing down on me. Words can't put into context how hard it was losing a best friend at that young of age. Especially due to suicide. It's like people always ask me, like, could you have done something? But at that age, I don't think I could have, because I wasn't aware of how serious mental health was. So yeah, like, now I know about it. Now I know the signs. Like if you ask anyone, in my circle, like I always know whenever something's up with someone. Um, and I don't want to go back on it, but I think if Ryan was here now and this was happening, I probably could have done something. But yeah, me and Ryan were like a rock whenever we were younger. We played. This is one of the reasons why I've done these events. As I say, it's for him, but no, me and Ryan were like a rock. We played FIFA together. We used to run around Knockland, riot, wrecking the place. Their mum and dad's always a lot of trouble because we were always getting up to stuff. But that's memories you create with people, and that's why he was my best friend as a like growing up in Knockland. You know, I moved into Knockland. It was quite a different area to what I was used to. I was brought up in Windsor Avenue and ran around Melbourne and stuff. I love Melbourne. It's I wouldn't be the person I was today without it, but it's quite a different experience from going from there to kind of Knockland area. So Ryan made me fit in, made me feel wanted, and yeah, at that time it was hard. But my friends and family got me through it. I remember sitting in the car that night, getting the phone call. I think I was outside Craig's house. I got the phone call that Ryan had passed away, and all my friends and family were there for me 100% of the way. And guys, that's what I can't stress enough during this lockdown as well. Like we not, you know what? Excuse me. We may not see each other all the time. We may not see your friends and family, but if you can send your family or your friends a wee text message, even one a day or one every couple of days, you know, it means a lot. Like I'm like out with my friends, I don't see them as much because of the restrictions and stuff like that. But if I can go watch, if they can come over and watch the football with me, you know, then I'm happy. But one of the things that got me through was my friends and family. And being a strong person. Like I've always, ever since I was younger, I was bullied and stuff. It's made me a better person I am today. And the main thing is knowing Ryan's watching down on me. I know why people always say, how do I do these events, or why do I put myself through it? Because I know Ryan thinks I can do it. And that's one of the reasons why I keep doing this, because I know even if I'm helping one person, it's one less person suffering. But yeah, not to get too deep, even though that's the whole point of these, but yeah, that's what it's like. But as anyone know, losing someone in any form of way is hard. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one. The next one is, what do I do if I'm worried about my mental health but afraid of someone judging me for it? I got this question sent in to me 7 times, by the way. I had a total of 42 questions sent in. Yeah, a total of was it? No, it was a 36, 38 questions sitting in, and I had this one on 6, 7 times. So yeah, you should never be ashamed of having a mental health problem. People think that it's very uncommon, but it's not. Believe me. There's a lot more people suffering than you think, and that's why I'm trying to do these events to encourage people to speak up and be proud of it. It may not seem like something you should be proud of, but if you own it and speak up and be the person that you have always been until this kind of illness has struck you down, you can come out of that shell, because you open up to your friends and family as well. If you can't, you know, I mean, you may think at the time, if I go say to my dad or mom or my best mate, they're going to think, oh, toughen up, big man. You know what I mean? There's worse things in the world, but you have to kind of have that chat, and you have to break that barrier of, you know, I'm not ashamed no more. I'm going to speak up, because it sounds so stupid, and I keep saying it, but once you make that initial conversation, that's it. You know what I mean? The weight lifted off your shoulders is incredible. And anyone in the chat or the Facebook stream, you know what it's like. If you're suffering for that long and you say to someone, listen, I'm not feeling great, you know what I mean, I need a chat. And once you have that chat, you know what I mean, you can create a bit of a bubble for you to talk to with someone. Because as I find with my condition of the death thing, once I opened up and spoke about it, I'm not going to mention names, but I had quite close friends going through the similar thing as I was. And that helped, because I wasn't ashamed, and I wasn't afraid of being, oh, I'm a weirdo, I'm going through this, what, you know, I need to wise up. Because once I spoke to them and opened up, then they were like, oh, wait, you know, we both got this problem, we're both similar, you know, we can help each other. And like, I don't let myself suffer with anything. As anyone knows me, sometimes I'm um, quite open than it should be. But some of the things I say on work or on stream or in general life, people look at me like, "Why do you say that?" But it's just me, and I'm not going to change the way I am for no one, unfortunately. Another thing is you can talk to a professional, because at the end of the day, I can only give you as much advice as I can, and I have been doing training in this for the past year. And I am working hard doing training modules and stuff every month because I want to be educated in this sort of stuff. But talk to a professional. A lot of people say that they're a bit ashamed to name themselves, but you can talk to, and I can always not say this word, anonymous helplines, which you can literally sign on to the web, go on. Even Young Minds has one as well, or you can ring up anonymously as well and just speak to someone, because it's scary how many lives can be saved just by speaking up and checking up on your friends. And also find your triggers. It could be something simple like a lot of people I've spoken to over the past year have been in toxic relationships. They've had work issues, they've had family commitments, and if them triggers are pushing you to the limit, then you need to take a step back. For like so work and stuff, people think, oh, I'm in this job at the minute, I'm unhappy, it's making me ill. I don't want to, I just got to keep working because I need the money. But at the end of the day, your health comes first. You know what I mean? Like, if you get to a point where you don't want to be here anymore, money's not going to mean anything to you. If you work that shift and work and you go home at night and think, I don't want to be here, and you do something to yourself. You know what I mean? If you had to took that step back and gone, I'm not going to go into work today, I need to talk to my, and if you speak to your manager and you say to them, I'm not feeling well at the minute, I'm mentally unstable, and they say you need to come into work, then you need to get out of that place. Because I know personally, myself, if I ever spoke to my manager in work and said, I'm having a hard time, or I need a wee bit of space, every single one of my managers in work is very supportive. And I have said that to them. I'm very open with my work colleagues and management. I spoke to them, I said, listen, I haven't been feeling great lately. I need a wee bit of time, and I get my time and space, and you need that, because a job is just a job at the end of the day. If you go home and if you go home and do something yourself, they will have a job up for you within the next week. They'll have you replaced. So forget about work, forget about things like that, focus on number one, and that is you at the end of the day. And the next question, sorry. Yes, Aaron, how are you, my man? I just see we had a wee donation come in from Courtney. Thank you very much, Courtney. Courtney's an OG of the channel. So yeah, did having a partner to support you with your mental health, and did it help you get away from them dark, deep thoughts? Yeah, Nicole. Well, I don't know if this question is personal to me or personal to wants me asked on behalf of the person, but I'll speak in both parts. If you have someone there, that'll listen to you and be there for you whenever you need them, like your partner or the person you love will always listen to you and always want to be there and help you. But yeah, Nicole's been great. As I say, I have my own kind of way of dealing with stuff. And I go to people whenever I need them. And if I'm having a wee quiet day, or like I'm not feeling myself, Nicole knows that. You know what I mean? That's where you need to know the kind of difference, because if I go into certain situations in previous work, or even going to football training, and you're not having a good day, and someone goes, what's up, Jordan? Come on, like that, it does irritate you. And that's the thing about having a partner or someone you love. They've known you for that long that they know whenever you're not right. They know when they step in. They know when they kind of take a step back and just let you have your day. Because everyone's the same. I'm that person that's always jumpy and happy, and people can see it straight away whenever I'm not having a good day. But it's not that I'm unhappy. I'm happy right now. I feel great. But it's just, you just get a day where you're tired, or certain things in work catch up on you. You just want a wee day to go, listen, I want just a day to myself, just me and the music, and you know what I mean? It's simple things like that. And even though your partner will be there for you, they might not stop them dark thoughts coming in your head. They can help you with them, but they more 9 times out of 10 they're not going to stop the thoughts from coming back. So that's why I say you got to seek professional help, and don't be ashamed of seeking help, because if you seeking help saves you from going home and these thoughts turn into suicidal thoughts, that's a plus because you're making that step in the right direction of getting better. And then once you do seek the professional help, then you can maybe speak to your partner and say, I spoke to that professional online and he told me about these techniques, and then your partner can learn them techniques and you can work together because you're a couple. And like, yeah, they will always be able to take the dark thoughts away, but they will be able to help them. So the next one is, what is the best way for me to improve my mental health? Yes, Ben, big Nebs in the chat. What is the best way for me to improve my mental health? As I always say to everyone, and you're probably sick of me hearing it, speak out. Speak up, talk to people if you can. I know you're not always comfortable, but I always say, if you can talk to your mum, your dad, your pet, your best friend, a work colleague, sometimes it's great just to have that wee talk. Like I've had people talk to me, and I've talked to Darcy not about my problem and stuff, but even having a wee chat with your dog, it sounds stupid, like it does, but they're not going to judge you. Your close people aren't going to judge you on what you talk about. And a big one is your physical health. Even if it's a wee bit of exercise in the day, like you're gonna feel good about yourself, and people are gonna say to you, wow, you're looking good today. Like I know a guy in my stream that comes in all the time. He'll know who I'm talking about, and his kind of initial weight was quite heavy, and he kind of went on walks and stuff. I don't know the full aspect around it, but he's in really good condition. I'm sure he looks at himself and thinks, I'm feeling good about myself. My physical health's good. It kind of has a good effect on your mental health. And your diet as well. Like if you're eating shitty, excuse my French, but if you're eating shitty foods every day, you're gonna feel shit about yourself. If you're getting up in the morning and drinking fizzy drinks and eating crap for breakfast, not having good meals, it's going to have an effect on your body. You're going to start to lose weight, because you're not having that controlled diet you need. It doesn't have to be perfect. My diet's not perfect, my physical health isn't perfect, but I just do that little that kind of makes me feel good about myself. Another thing I do myself is, whenever I was struggling with my mental health, I used to get up every morning. It sounds so silly, I never think about it, but I still do it. And if Nicole was here, she'd tell you. I get up every morning, no matter if it's from 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock going to work, and whenever I'm standing in the mirror, fixing my hair, the hair I have, I tell myself, today's going to be a good day. You're a great person. You're an amazing person. I tell myself something positive every day, because for most of my life, I was very insecure about myself. I put on this persona of being a confident, happy person, which I am now, but back whenever I wasn't, I was putting on this persona that I was someone I wasn't. And as I always say to everyone, you have to be yourself. But yeah, tell yourself something positive in the morning, because if you tell yourself something every day, you're going to start believing it. Because during lockdown was tough. As I always tell everyone, I was talking to my stream last night about this. Lockdown didn't hit me as hard as at first it was going to, because I had Nicole and Poppy and stuff around. I was getting out on walks and that. But I think it was one day, I just got off the phone to my mom. I was watching Britain's Got Talent. I don't know why it's my trigger, but I just felt this morning, like whenever I got up in the morning, I just didn't feel right. I was watching Britain's Got Talent, and this wee girl come on with her mom, and her mom had cancer, and she had battled through this, and they sang together, and that was their way of escaping cancer. And I remember getting into the Nicole, and I was in hysterics. I was crying my eyes out. I just lost it. I just had enough. I was just sick of not seeing my mom, my family, my friends, doing the same thing every day. But again, that goes back to that's whenever your partner can pick you up and help you out. And Nicole was great that day. But yeah, tell yourself something positive every morning. It sounds stupid, but try it. Because I've said this before, and I've had people messaging me going, that really helped. That sounds stupid, but it really helped me. Also, social media. This is a big one I always talk about, and I do it myself. Take a break from social media, because social media can be toxic. It can put thoughts in your head that might... There's the wee man. It can put thoughts in your head that might mess up your day. Like you may put a photo up on Instagram and go to a celebrity's photo and say, oh my god, look at her body, look at his body, I wish I looked like her. I feel I don't want to do this, I want to look like her, I'm going to stop eating, right? And it can really mess you up. I do it every month. I take 2 days off social media, off everything. I only keep logged in on my Twitch and my mental health Facebook just in case anyone needs me. Because social media can be toxic and social media can be wonderful, but yeah, that's a good one as well. And socialize, even though you can't really socialize at the minute, even though people are, but even a wee phone call with your friends, your family, a little Zoom call. Haven't used it much, but Zoom's good. We FaceTime or even myself. My escape place is my games. That's where I started Twitch streaming because I want to give everyone that comes in my Twitch stream a happy place to come to where they can come with fun and watch Jordan get smashed up at Warzone every night. But that's why I started the Twitch streaming as well, because it's given someone that escape place to come and just chillax and just have a bit of crack, just let the hair down for the night. Next question is Darcy says hi. Hello Darcy. Let me see. I have a very close friend who is going through some mental health issues. How would you recommend I help them, or is it possible to? So yes, you can help them, 100%. You could probably, if it's your best friend, you could probably make a big impact in their life and help them. Be patient with them. Don't be pushy. You know, sometimes you can be a wee bit on top of someone. So if you're seeing like myself, for example, I had an instance, a situation where the other week I wasn't feeling myself. I was having a week where I just wasn't feeling great. And you know, I was just like, the person knew I wasn't having a good day, and they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing at me, and I snapped. And I just, but you just need to find the kind of line where you want to support them, but you're not pushing them too much that you're making them feel ashamed of having it. And check up on them, even though you might say this is your close friend, but you might not live with them. Might send them a text every day, or it doesn't have to be a text every day, you know, asking, you know, oh, how's your head, or, you know, that type of way. Have a bit of fun with them, you know, tag them in a wee video on Facebook, you know, certain stuff like that you know your best friend in and out, you know what's going to make him or her laugh, or him or her have it wake up in the morning. And like, I love getting up in the morning seeing some of the stuff my workmates tag me in at night time, because I don't know what goes through their head sometimes. And then try getting them out and about. Like, you're allowed to go and walk with people, you know, I mean, I'm sure if that's your close friend, it's kind of a part of your bubble. So get them out for a wee walk, go down and kick a ball about, go wee walk in the forest, just chill. Just make them feel like they're wanted, but don't push too much on them. Just be very, very kind of gentle with them. So what is the next question? What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge for the 24-hour charity event? Staying awake for 24 hours is the first one. As I say, I did a 15-hour one nearly a year ago, and I was brutal. But I got to like 10 o'clock, and that's when the boys come on, and we played Warzone for like 6 hours straight, and it was really good fun. And then it'll be the kind of early hours in the morning, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning, where there won't be anyone in. Probably they'll be sleeping. I'll just be sitting here staring at my screen, probably watching YouTube videos. And the next one, how do you manage to get so many businesses and people involved in the event, including the Korean FC boys? P.S. I want Ben's boots. You aren't getting Ben's boots because I know who sent that in, and you don't support Korean. But yeah, hard work behind the scenes, guys. It sounds cliche, but it's true. Anyone will tell you that knows me, the amount of work I go into every day. I'm off emailing, ringing people. I've got a big one tonight involved. Tato have kindly offered to donate stuff, so that's quite a good one. Say Courtney will like that. She wants some Tato Changing Onion. Connections from my previous events as well. Like, everyone's been absolutely fantastic. Like, my last event was a lot harder because it was my first one, and I had to kind of it was hard to get across to people in an email or a phone call that you're actually taking this serious and you want to make a difference. And you don't ask, you don't get. Simple. If someone says no to me, I say, you know, thanks very much, and we move on. And the Korean FC, I can't thank them guys enough. They've been absolutely incredible. I've been down the past 2 weeks, Thursday night of training to collect stuff off them. I'd say Ben gave me the boots. I don't have them here, but Ben gave me his boots, which he wore in the Maribor game. He scored the winning penalty away, so I have them as a giveaway. And all the Korean boys have reached out to me, just asked me if they need any help. I might have a couple of them talking on, or coming on for a chat. It just depends on the match time. And Skinner, sorry, Skinner Village, I met him the other night. He gave me that air match ball up there, so it's signed by the whole Korean team as well. Next question. Have you ever had any people not agreeing with what you're doing, and how did you deal with it? Yeah, not this event, but definitely the last two couple of events. I don't think I'm putting a bad name on mental health. Like, it's hard coming on doing these videos because I don't want people thinking I'm talking out of my arse. They try to get a bit of views, because it's not about that. I don't care about the views or stuff like that. I just want to try and make a difference to people that are suffering. And certain people don't like that. But as I say, if anyone's doing any mental health stuff, I'm always supporting them. Because I don't see the reason why you would go against someone that's trying to make a difference, even if someone as small as me. Like last event, I have the last event I did in March, I have my Twitch was blocked. Someone hacked it, and then my Facebook page got deleted. Someone reported it. So there's little things to get, but as I always said, everyone, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that made me more kind of determined to do better. And my page was 3 times as big. My event was 3 times as big. So yeah, I think we're sitting at nearly £3,000 raised in total over the last 2 events. And as I say, I just want people to take me seriously, because I'm not doing this for a bit of clout or that, because believe me, if I want a bit of clout, this is not the route I've been down, because it's hard doing this. It is difficult. Like even chatting to people and trying to like I chat to people on a daily basis on my page or on Twitter, on Snapchat, and some of them are in here tonight. I can see them, and I've met some incredible people. But as I say, I don't do it for any clout or anything. I do it to try and make a difference, because I know I can make a difference. And you'll be glad to know the last question of the night is, have you got a target size goal for the event? As I say, every time I put these targets, it just goes out of the sky. But I have a £300 target this time around. And I want to try bring as many people together as possible. As I say, my Twitch, if anyone's not on it or on Facebook, it's Jordy Plays 93. I want to try bring as many people together as possible for this event, because I know my Twitch is a fun place to come. It's a safe space for people to come have a bit of crack and get away from the real world. I want to make it a fun event. Like I've got so much planned. I've got a full spreadsheet. We're running the Warzone tournament. We're going to have games on. We're going to have Jackbox. We're going to have mental health experts on chatting. We've got over 30-40 giveaways to do as well. There'll be a giveaway tonight, so everyone stay tuned for that. As I say, I just want to create a good image of myself, because eventually I want to run my own mental health charity, and I need to build up that kind of respect from people to know that I want to go on and do this. But yeah, that's everything there.